we're going to start the day off a bit differently today. We are going to be cutting holes. I am going to be cutting holes. I'm going to be measuring, and yeah, to take it from there. Fitting two Maxxfans. The first one is a nice little flat area of the roof anyway, so that's nice of Fiat slash Citroen slash Peugeot to make that flat area. And the rear one is using a new product which has ridges in it that fill the ridges of the roof, and they make a flat surface on the outside to mount your fan. But this is also the exact size I need, so I can literally place it in any direction, because it's 40 by 40 in here, to find out where I'm going to put my fan. So you got these flat sections and then ridges, and the flat sections go all the way around, so I'm just going to make sure that this sits inside the flat section. Make sure that it's going to give me enough room either way to seal the Maxxfan down on top, and then drill a centre hole and work from there. I'm doing what I should have done last time. I'm actually getting the fan parts, or the window parts, the opening parts, and checking what size they are. You know what I've got to do now though, don't you? Make sure the Maxxfan fits. Let's file it down first. Like a glove. Wow. Absolutely like a glove. In the hole. It's nice and square to everything around it. I should have put more masking tape around the other edges, because I've got scratches around those, so it's a bit of an oversight. I can do that on the back. But yeah, hole, flange, sits in there, perfect. Made a hole and it fits. Right, that's the frame in, glued in, it's all fastened in, top's done, finished off. So now we need to do the second one, the rear Maxxfan. So now we get to try out this nice little component that makes the ridges nice and flat to screw or fix the Maxxfan down. So as you can see, the ridges are just the right depth that they fit inside the ridges of the roof. So they're absolutely perfect. You don't have to worry with any other messing around with building up with tape levels and all that kind of stuff. It just fits perfectly. So let's get gluing that down, and then we can put the Maxxfan on top. So that's the new bracket fitted in. So that's now glued in there with Sikaflex and sealed. So that's what the tapes around the outside is, for the seal of that flange that covers in the ripples or the ridges of the roof, if you like, to give a flat surface, so that then the normal flange that the Maxxfan actually screws into can sit on top, just like we did on that one up there. And I know that stuff's expensive, but at a tenner a tube,
I just put a tube down. And it might all squidge out the side, but at least it's squidging out the side, so you know it's coming on the inside and the outside, and the middle bit's filled in as much as possible. And I've used it this way on 3 vans that I've stuck stuff down now, and it's never come off, and it's always been very well stuck down many years later. So yeah, just need to give it a couple of minutes, and then I'll go around, clean all that off, and then peel the tape up. Then I shall do the frame on the inside. So I think generally speaking then, I work better alone. As awful as that sounds, but I also want to clearly state I really appreciate people helping me as well. But yeah, I just think sometimes when I've got to process things in my very strange head, I need to process it kind of my way so I understand it. And then yeah, everything's cool. So today we have 2 Maxxfans in, sealed and working. So the new flange worked out absolutely fantastic. So it's easy. Easy to know where it's placed as well. All you got to do is find your kind of like the line that you want to go across, and then it sets the center up for you. So yeah, dead easy. So as you can see from the rain there, or the water, it rained all last night. So let's see if my skylight's leaked. And the answer is no. I would expect this one to leak more because obviously this one's collecting the ridges, whereas the front one is in that flat area. So it's got like a flat surround. Yeah, no leaks there, no water collecting on anything. Nothing on the floor. And nothing leaking back here. I can take my brace off now. So that just gives rigidity to the roof, otherwise it'd flex too much. So yeah, well happy with that. All sealed in, all fitted in, and no leaks after a night of rain. Only a few hours after it, because I mean that's still a little bit soft yet. It's got some time to cure still, so I'm happy that it didn't leak. So now that that's done, today's task is to go back up on the roof, clean it up, as in to take all the water off, and fit a roof rack. So I've got all the moisture off the roof, cleaned up all the guff and stuff like that left over from Sikaflex. Now I need to polish it. And some of you might think, if you're just going to cover it with a roof rack and solar and all that, why polish it? Well, why not? Start as you mean to go on. I'm going to polish the rest of the van at some stage. I want it to look pristine. And if I polish the roof now so that the roof's all right, and then continue that, you know, regular maintenance of cleaning, it'll clean up nicely every time. So that's why I'm polishing the roof. So that's the roof rack I'm fitting. I fitted it to our last panel van, which was pretty much, well, they're identical shapes to these anyway, Fiat Ducato. And you can go and watch the fitting video over there. I'm not going through the fitting kit anymore. Obviously, it's not a how-to video, but that one was. So I shall link that as a card up there and down there, and then you can see how to fit it. But I'm just going to fit it and I'll show you it fitted. I've just come in the van because it's a bit windy out there. But what I think's really funny, ironic, but really funny, is that past John that made the video showing how he fitted the roof rack, never imagined future John would be the one watching to understand how to fit the roof rack. So one thing I will say is, obviously, a weight counts, just like I weighed the box that came in and those that. So this is 10 kilos once it's installed on the roof. So there we go, roof rack is now all fitted. Maxxfans placed in certain position, roof rack rails and everything placed in certain position, so that they just like microscopically don't touch each other. I'm going to say it was planned. It kind of was, that I used to have that roof rack system, so I know where it'd go. But yeah, things fell into place really well as well. So yeah, roof racks on there, Maxxfans on there, and you might be asking, why have you started on the roof first? Why haven't you done inside and all that kind of stuff? Well, I need to see how much solar I can get on the roof, and the only way to do that is to put the Maxxfans on, the roof rack on, see what space I've got left, so I can then order solar panels that suit that space, as much solar as possible. But the roof rack's also got brackets on the outside, so I can now hang off security cameras or lights, external lights, all that kind of thing off the side brackets. And obviously the top roof rack as well does allow me to, like I say, sit the solar panels off the top there, as well as other things like antenna and stuff like that as well for our mobile hotspot. So yeah, that's what I've done. Quite impressed with that, quite impressed with it. Just about clears the Maxxfans as well. So yeah, now it's time to go and order some solar. So I'll see you next time. Bye.